Welcome back to Ramp and Splash, the gaming channel of laughing, learning, absurdity, and skill building. Oh boy, Chris, I am living in a new house right now. Temporarily.
Oh, yeah.
Temporarily.
Jeez.
So I'm back in my parents' basement with all of its charming accoutrements.
We are joined in a guest commentary by a illustration of a cow.
Hoodsy the cow.
Yeah.
When you got ice cream in elementary school, did it come in the little paper cups?
Oh yeah.
Did you call them hoodie cups?
No.
You may not have, but if they came from Hood milk,
Sure.
they were like called hoodie cups, and that's what we got when I was a kid. Anyway, my grandfather was a milkman.
Oh really?
Cue milkman jokes, and he worked for Hood for I don't know how many,
awesome.
like 20 years, 30 years, something like that. Anyway, we've had a little hiatus. I am at my parents' house temporarily while I prepare for a journey and bought a van. I'm going to travel in a van. I'm going to have internet, so we're going to continue to record. But everything's all in transition. So thank you for bearing with me. Speaking of transitions, this episode is a little breath of fresh air. Chris, you wanna cue it up? Looks
Breath
good.
of fresh air, where we're going to find out the bizarre life cycle of the Shumi people.
I gotta be honest, I've always enjoyed this side quest, and this time playing through it, it really got me. It really got me, and what I want to talk to you, Chris, is about pacing.
It's great that you want to talk about it because I don't remember anything about this.
Great.
The entire Shumi people are just in the memory hole for me. Like, they're just gone. I didn't remember anything about the president of the garden.
Yeah.
Let alone that there's others like him. Nope. It's all gone.
Well,
so it's coming back right now.
So I think that'll be fun. You will get some of those things explained, but more importantly, we just had a frantic series of battles. There was the escape from the prison. There was the battle at the missile silo. There was the civil war in the garden, and then we had to defeat the CEO of Garden, or the chairman of the board.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've had this fight after fight after fight after fight. And what's going to happen next is not a fight.
You island hopping?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things.
That.
It's one of my favorite things in this game. And once we're done side questing, we're supposed to go to Trebia Garden. That was our last imperative.
That's right.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
So is the other garden gone from Balam? We chased them off, right?
We did chase them off, yeah.
Oh, that's right, because the captain and the commander were Reijin and Fujin.
That's right. You know? Reijin and Fujin, you know? There is another vehicle later in the game, and I am yearning for it at this point. I've played another 10 hours or so. I think I'm 10 hours ahead of this now. And I'm tired of piloting the garden. I really want the other vehicle.
Yeah. In addition to the other vehicle just being not just faster and more efficient way to get around, it's
rad as fuck.
Rad as balls, I believe, is the technical term historians use. Yes.
Yeah, when you go to search for it in the historical index, you're gonna want to go to the R section of the card catalog.
Horn broke off. I assume that's good for you.
I think it changes the... Yeah, it changes his attacks, but it also changes the mugs. Because you can't mug the horn off of it now, I think.
Makes sense.
Oh, I lied.
Ooh.
You can. You 100% can.
You got 2, and that's great.
Dos.
I really like games with little details baked in like that. You know, like I think a lot of the commentary we've made about this game to this point has been about the attention to detail, the little like,
Yeah.
I don't know, fiddly bits that could have just as easily been like left out or glossed over, but I don't know. It's just like, oh, it's just off and it changes his attack pattern.
I learned
Does
today
anybody else in
that...
the game do that? Nope.
Nope. I learned that today that Siren, if you get her up to level 100, her crafting ability includes one extra recipe, which is crafting dark matter, which then crafts into a bunch of other cool magics and items. But you have to level Siren to 100, which is never going to happen.
Weird.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Doing a little junctioning here. I don't... Yeah, give Squall them hit points.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I'll ever use HP plus 20%, but you have to learn it if you want to get to HP 60%.
Right. And more HP means more limit breaks, basically. Or safer limit breaks.
Safer limit breaks, that's right.
Yeah, there's an RPG in the sort of Earthbound style that is basically just made of those little like kind of fiddly details that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Where like, you know, fiddly details like enemies being unique and having like weird one-off actions or reactions or like mechanics or whatever. There's an indie game called Lisa.
Lisa, like the name?
Yeah, like Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the only games that I've played that I would genuinely for people, because the game is and there's some like truly terrible things that happen in the game. But each enemy that you fight, save for maybe a few like snakes or something, but like 99% of the things that you fight in the game are unique.
Whoa.
That's unique actions and reactions and art. Like there are no normal random encounters in the game.
Wow.
So everybody's like a person and they all have like a name and a personality and a unique detail to match. It's really neat. PG. It's a lot like this. It's more like Earthbound in the interface, but it makes like using attacks and stuff, you're like, are all these going to work quite the same way? And usually they do, but sometimes you'll run into some weird case where it's like, oh, okay, well, this guy wearing a flamingo as a hat, flamingo related reasons or whatever. It's a very strange, like silly game, but its plot and its tone are Coen Brothers movie, and you pulled the like darkness and the humor even further in both directions. and to the point that like the tension between the two is just about gonna break it in half.
Oh man, Chris, I gotta put that on my list. But you know my list is already like 12 games long. Oh, that sounds great. Especially Coen, you know how I love the Coen brothers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
10, 12 hours.
I'm playing Hades right now, which doesn't have a lot of humor, but it's really beautiful, and it's really it's a very tactile, aesthetic experience with some good storytelling. You know, and you also have a big sword, and you smash enemies with it, and it's really satisfying to play. Ooh. Ooh.
Are you just item farming here?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a few. I think I'm trying to get a few items and also a few more AP. I think there might be an ability that I'm one or two short on.
Oh, that's a different monster.
It's a bigger, yeah.
It's kind of a neat trick.
It's the xenomorph.
See, again, little fiddly details.
Yeah. And you actually, at this point in the game, you don't know whether they're going to be the little ones or the xenomorph ones. Later in the game, in the beginning of the game, they're all the little ones. At the end of the game, they're all the big ones. But at this point, you don't know what's under the sand. We're a little overpowered at this point in the game. Because we've junctioned all of our agas.
I think my kid just got bonked in the background.
Oh, poor guy.
She's all right.
Oh, she's all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
She's getting ready for bed. I think she just bonked herself.
Yeah.
It happens. Hashtag 6-year-old life.
Yeah. Well, some of us don't grow out of that very quickly.
She jumped right. She was jumping up on my bed right as I looked.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing, Chris. These guys have life.
Oh man, that's a big deal.
They have life, and then I think the mesmerized blades refine into Asuna, which is important at this point in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's part of what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're starting to get spells that you're going to need through the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like life junctions really well. Asuna junctions, and you know, it's good for a cast too. It's hard to be Asuna. With status effects.
Yeah, you put it on your status defense, and you get. I don't know what you get. Is it 25% on all statuses? Something like
It's
that.
like it's either 20 or 25%. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, the longer the game goes on, the more important it gets too, because the game doesn't. You don't have status defense junctions.
Yeah.
And somebody uses Berserk on you, it's going to work every time.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and you got to spread it around, right? So you have to have certain characters immune to certain things. Like you don't want Squall to be confused, and you don't want Selfie to be silenced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think here's where I said, that's enough. Oh, I also had fun with the voice acting in this one. I hope it comes out as well as I think it does.
Because they're all Shumi, right?
They're all, well, we got the little Shumis and we got the big Shumis. And I gave them different, what's that? What?
Well, it's just oh god. Like what? I'm so confused.
To
Oh.
the person on my right. Welcome to Shumi Village. If you wish to go to the village, take the front elevator to the bottom level. There are precious spells at this drop point. You must pay if you wish to draw from it.
I think it gets better as it
Use the
goes.
Draw point. Are you sure?
Oh man.
For each draw, we charge 5,000 gil in advance. It's non-refundable.
It's good. It's a good accent, by the way.
It's pretty good. I think it gets better as it goes.
What? All right.
Yep.
That was worth every penny.
Every penny, and it refills pretty quickly. Like you can go back here after every side quest and every story event, and you can get more.
Oh my god.
I mean, it costs 5,000 every time, but we have 300,000.
Yeah. I think so Ultima, 18 Ultima junctions as well as 100 water.
Yes. Yes.
I think it junctions equally well to every stat. If you junction it to elemental defense, it's kind of like Asuna on status defense, like blankets.
Is that true? I don't remember that.
I think so. I might be thinking of a different spell.
You might be thinking of Flare, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure either.
Welcome to Shumi Village. You have been specially permitted here. The elevator will reach the village entrance shortly. Please exit through the door.
Just trying to do a friendlier take on my Norg voice for the big Shumis.
Hello, and welcome. Specialist is surprised they let you in. Usually only merchants are permitted to come into our village. This is our negotiation table. This is where we exchange minerals with outside traders.
You mine for minerals?
Of course. You think we built a village 323 meters underground just for fun? Actually, it was a little fun.
These guys are so good.
I can talk to that guy basically forever. What a life he must lead.
It's music.
A good sense of humor.
They're great. Yeah.
Hello there. Oh, can you see me? Hold on a sec.
You guys built this place.
Overcome difficulties with effort and ingenuity. That's the Shumi way. So, will you be spending the night? Enjoy your stay.
That's free?
They dig up diamonds. They don't need my fucking gil.
That's in the music box.
Yeah, and it plays the Balam music.
And it has one of those what are they called?
Moombas. It has a Moomba.
Yeah, Moombas.
Yeah.
This place is so chill. So you could just basically stay here forever.
Ever.
And I'm
Well-
sure the main plot will sort itself out.
I mean, I was gonna say you could build a real nice life here, but eventually the sorceress will find you.
Hello there.
Oh, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, this guy's a gamer too. Man, he rules.
Yeah. Oh, he's not the real gamer. There's a card player in this village that's he's one of the best in the game.
Oh, they have sudden death and random. Oh,
yeah,
no.
it's real bad. Chris, is this our first time seeing random?
It sure is.
Okay, because I've been playing with random for a while. I couldn't remember if this was its first appearance.
I think we've seen sudden death before, although I think it's only gone off like once.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen random. It's it's a whole new ball game.
you can say that again. Oh boy.
They're also using same and plus,
Yeah.
which can get a little tricky.
A little tricky. By a little tricky meaning you have to consider every single position of every single card could take.
Yeah.
Because the computer will find every same plus and exploit.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Even the supposedly like mediocre or dumb players will always figure those out.
They will find your same or pluses, and they will not allow you any same or pluses. Yeah. It's rough. So
how do those work again? I know we've discussed this before, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's weird because we discussed these rules before they, like, many hours before they even came out.
Yeah. Same as if a card, if you place a card and it has the same number in 2 or more directions with the other cards in those directions, it'll flip both of them. And plus is if 2 numbers that are adjacent add up to the same number, it'll flip both of them. But then it chains. So if you same and then you chain, you flip 2 cards, then you'll flip the cards that those can flip.
You're an outsider.
Yeah, and the chains are really
Of the outside world.
the killer, because that's what can.
Artisan
Yes.
It can flip like half the board over.
Yes, or the entire board.
Artisans stopped by a hopelessly foul wasteland and met with a wonderful group of people called artisans. We have the same souls, the artisans and the Shumis. That alone, the fact that there are people like them in the outside world, makes your world worthy. Since then, the artisans have had a major influence on my work. Take a look at this, for example. Take a look at this, for example. And another. You said that you were an artisan, right? That is a great honor. Artisan would like to visit those artisans again someday.
That's neat. So they're like
Busybodies. Yeah.
well, I was gonna say they're
craftspeople.
what's the name of the doctor from Doctor Who's planet? His people. You know, like their name, they don't have names, they have like roles.
Yeah,
The doctor is the doctor.
Yeah.
This guy's the artisan.
He is artisan. Yes, that is his name. Yep. So that voice that I'm working on it started when I was playing around thinking about if I would do Final Fantasy IX, and I started doing a Vivi voice, and it came out as this like a little bit British, a little bit Australian, high pitched voice, and it's this is me sort of practicing what I would do if I was going to play Vivi.
Yeah.
It's
tempting to. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say this is one. A lot of times I'm apprehensive about accents and voices, and then I listen to them and it sounds good. This is one time where I thought it sounded better in the moment, and now I'm listening to it and I don't like it as much. It sounds better inside my skull.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but I was really happy with this at the time. So I'll have to play with the mics to get this voice right. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
What was I gonna say?
I'm sorry.
I don't remember. No, it's okay. Oh yeah. you spread the open rule
Yeah.
here, which is almost a necessity if you have random on.
Yeah.
To have random and closed hands is just like nerve-wracking as hell.
Yeah.
It's like Laguna. You know Master Laguna.
Well, sort of.
This is Laguna Loire. Long ago, a Moomba found this man lying near our village, covered with blood, and he carried him inside. It appeared that he had slipped and fallen off a cliff. We took care of him until his wounds were healed. If you wish to know more about Master Laguna, you should go talk to the Elder. The sculptor insists you go speak with him. The sculptor is sure it will please the Elder. Excellent. For a foreigner with a big heart.
So that choice is really important. It's not yes or no, it's yes or we don't have time for this shit. And that's kind of what I was talking about, the pacing. The pacing of this part of the story is not that you're wasting time, it's that sometimes you have to dial it back on purpose.
Final form.
Here we go.
You don't know? Oh, excluding the ones qualified to become elders, all Shumis evolve at a certain stage in our lives. We become what's in our hearts. Often, those who fail to become honorable elders turn into Moombas. Passionate ingenuity in their hearts gives rise to that red hair. It's common knowledge. The sculptor is surprised you didn't know.
Huh.
Sucks turning into those beasts. Beasts! I'm telling you, call them beasts. Yes, the ones who become elders are remarkable people. But what did you call them? Beasts! Did you not see their noble features? Their gem-like eyes, the bright red hair symbolizing passion, the spectacular hair signifying power, their soothing, adorable cries, their mighty hands with incredible strength, their proud postures, demanding respect.
So
That's where I found the voice, right there. That's the voice I want for VV.
All right.
That little monologue. That was it. I finally locked onto it.
Anyway, please go see the Elder.
weird. So okay.
Yep. So they evolve into, if they're good people but not exceptional people, they'll turn into
Right.
furry. They'll evolve into furries.
But if they're good but not exceptional, and then they're revered,
Yes.
like
Yes.
that isn't considered failure. It's
No.
considered like, oh, that's noble and honorable. But he said, if they do evolve into the bigger form, like Norg was, they're whatever was in their hearts,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yep.
So and these guys are like chill as hell.
Yes. Yes.
So what was wrong with him?
He was. Well, he did say. Yeah. By the way.
Oh no! Oh, no! Now you have to sit here and play against this guy.
Yep. I do. Yes, I do. Correct. Well, Sid told us that Norg was the black sheep of the village. That he
that explains it.
Norg is like the outlier.
He's like, so he grew up and read too much Ayn Rand. And
Yes.
Like evolved into a ruthless capitalist.
Well, he evolved into an
else is-
elder, right? He takes the shape of an elder, but like, so he's an exceptional Shumi.
Yeah.
But it only
But that
amplified.
doesn't mean good.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
Yeah.
good. It only amplified his douchiness, basically.
Right. It sure did. This is scary, Glenn. What are you?
Yeah, he didn't even play.
man.
He didn't even play her. So now I have to keep playing until he plays Quistis.
He can't choose. It's random.
It's random.
Yikes! This is. Oh my god.
Yeah, so from here on out, whenever I play the game, there's all these pauses right here where I'm just like, you know, there's 6 moves I can make. There's 2 cards in 3 positions.
There you go.
There's 2 cards in 3 positions, so I'm just going through all of the permutations of what can happen. Which is basically how you have to play this game once all the rules are unlocked. Otherwise you get stomped.
Yeah, especially in the last like 3 or 4 spaces. I mean,
yeah,
you have to really, because after that point, there's this like happened a couple games ago. There's a point where it's like, if it's the second to last move and they flip a bunch of stuff on you,
yeah,
that's it.
That's it. You're toast.
Doesn't matter what you do at that point.
So Chris, if a Shumi is exceptional, he evolves into an elder. When an elder evolves, what does he turn into?
Apparently a giant glowing egg. Although you kill him. So is
He's not
Norg dead?
No, his cocoon. That's his cocoon for evolving. He's turning into something else.
Oh boy, jeez.
Yeah.
So is he gonna come out? Has he failed then? Is that
Actually,
come
I'm
out as
gonna spoil this here. They never pick up that thread. It's
God,
left totally hanging. We never see Norg again.
Oh yikes! I don't like that.
Right? I mean, I think it would have been great if there was a Final Fantasy VIII 2, and Norg was one of the big bad guys. But that never materialized. There's a plus there, Glenn. There's a plus.
It sure is. Biggs and Wedge in the middle there.
5 and 9, 7 and 3. I can't play it. I can't play it because the Grendel there is a 7 and 3, which will plus with the 9 and 5. So I can't.
Yeah.
Not Grendel. What's it called? I forget what it's called. I've given it the wrong name. Wendigo. Thank you. Sorry.
You can play Biggs and Wedge though, right?
No, I can't play. I can't play them in the left because they'll plus with.
No, that's what I mean right there. They'll
Yeah.
get flipped, but you don't care about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're not this.
Yeah. Fortunately, there's no sudden death.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. Yeah, so he didn't. So the options when he said go talk to the elder weren't yes and no. It was yes or I don't have time for this. Which is what I think just summarizes up what this whole episode is about.
Well, it's a weird place in the plot, right? Because it's not. There is some urgency.
Yeah.
In that, you know, there is a international manhunt going on in a couple different directions, but
Yep.
it's not like Earth's about to get blown up by something. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
not yet. I mean, we're building to that, but
right. But it's not like that point in Final Fantasy VII where everybody usually stops to do all the side quests when like there's a meteor hanging in the
yeah, exactly.
that could strike Earth at any hour. And you're like, I'm gonna go raise chocobos for 20 hours.
For 20 hours, yeah. No, and actually, you're told at some point here to you're told to go look around. Like,
Yeah.
this is open exploration time in the story as well as in the game.
Yeah. And that's good. I mean, to your point about pacing, that's good, right? It doesn't, it's not like it needs to be baked into the narrative, but it helps that it is. That, like,
Yes.
okay, you have a ship now go explore.
Yeah.
You have time for that in and out of character. Oh, there she is.
She is.
All right.
You do have time for it, but I actually think they managed to make this side quest a character development moment, and we'll see if you agree. I'm not convinced, but See, he set himself up for a plus there, so I have to.
Yeah.
I have to take that middle space. Yeah.
That's all right. All right, run.
Gotta go. Don't. Yeah.
Get away from this man.
Yeah.
Pay $30 for that car on Card Kingdom. What's wrong with you?
It's a Judge foil. Oh Christ.
Oh yeah, so I got that copy of Necropotence.
Oh no.
I got a good deal on it too. It's OG too. It's Ice Age.
You got an
It's
Ice
a little-
Age Necropotence?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a little dinged up, but it was cheaper than any other version that they had.
Yeah.
So,
That's
doing
great.
some wheeling and dealing.
I mean, in Commander, it has limited. It's good, but it has limited
Yeah,
power level, and it won't break.
It's both better and worse.
Yes.
It's worse because it's not 1v1, so you can't just like drop
Mhm.
15 life and then kill your opponent
Yeah,
almost immediately.
exactly.
But you have 40 life to throw at it. So
One of the
that thing,
things that it's actually good for is that it has the three black pips, so it's good
Yeah.
for devotion.
devotion.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
We appreciate you coming forward.
Since you have come here, you must know, Master Laguna. Thank you for coming. Allow me to talk about Master Laguna for one moment. About 17 years ago when we found him injured. He was on his way to Esthar to save a girl named Elone, who had been abducted by Esthar soldiers. He stayed here for a short while, until his injuries healed. During his stay, he tried to teach Moomba how to speak.
Why?
That's why they only say his name.
That's right. They only. That's the only word they know.
Words. He said the words are useful and precious. I believe that Moombas don't need to know words, because the important things can be communicated without words.
It's paternalistic.
Perhaps we don't need words either.
I mean,
I think it's a valuable
it's
lesson.
a nice sentiment, but
And Master Laguna was not very good with words. His communication skills were frankly shocking. But he still understood what he desperately wanted to say. How eager he was to save Elone. His eyes, more than his words, told us this. That's all I have to say.
Why are you building a statue of him?
You find it strange, yes. I doubt you will understand. We believe that Master Laguna has a special something. Something's power to attract people. We still don't know what it is, so we decided to build a statue of him.
Well, it's been established by multiple people that he is super hot.
To understand why
That he is sexy AF, and that's
special by doing this.
a big part of the attraction. That bumbling clown? Best not to say anything.
Glenn, these people rule, and we need to stay here forever.
Right? Isn't that's what I'm saying? There's this real temptation to like.
Pleased to meet you. They call me attendant.
That's it. That's the voice. It's finally clicked in.
Please, wait.
Here we go.
We would like to present you with a gift, since you came all this way. But in Shumi, one must work to earn anything. This is our way. I have an idea. Please assist my attendants in the workshop so that I can present you with a gift.
Where is it?
It is where you saw Master Laguna's statue. We want to finish that statue as soon as possible.
So here's a problem, Chris. The Elder there is one of the best card players in the game. He has one of the best AIs, and the rules are random, same plus. And he plays with all boss cards.
Yikes. Does
And
he have...
I thought he had a character card, and I was wrong. So you're going to see me challenge him to some games that don't go super well. I'm just going to spoil the ending here. We're going to see me challenge him to some games thinking that I'm going to get a sweet character card. And I do not.
Are all the high
Thinking that.
card intelligence characters
Why
like
is it
part of
great?
the Card Queen
It's probably
quest?
given, especially to
Or...
outsiders.
No, actually, I
Okay.
don't think he's part of any quest.
As you can see, the sculptor has a very big responsibility in making the statue. To finish it, the sculptor will need to do additional research on several stones. The sculptor would like you to go get them. The sculptor needs 5 kinds of stone: shadow stone, wind stone, life stone, water stone, and blue stone. We don't know anything about stones. You'll be able to tell by their names. Don't worry.
Dude, Squall, you don't know anything except guns and blades and gun blades.
Also, there's a specialist in the village who can help you.
What was that line from Clerks? You think a stormtrooper knows how to install a toilet main? All they do is killing in white uniforms. That's basically our boy Squall here.
It's our boy Squall. He is the stormtrooper.
Oh, speaking of which, I started watching The Mandalorian.
Oh
It's pretty
yeah.
good.
Don't no
Good.
spoilers for season 2. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. We're a couple episodes from the end of season 2, and I've only watched like half of the episodes, so I'm kind of like half-assedly watching it.
Yeah.
But it's good. From what I've
It's-
seen, it's very good.
It's really, really good, and you know what I really like about it is that it's a return to episodic television, and I think we all didn't realize that we missed it until it was gone for 10 years.
Yeah.
Because like it's so relaxing to just sit down and watch one episode of television
Most of those things we had some in stock the other
and not have to watch all 10 all at once.
Well, and didn't they? Maybe I'm thinking of a different show, but didn't they thread out the release? Like they don't release the entire season all at once, right?
Yeah, it's one a week for 10 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're releasing it like regular TV.
Yeah.
Because it's episodic and it's supposed to be watched that way. I
Yep.
mean, we got to it late, so we're watching it.
Yeah.
So, like,
It is. It's
yeah,
just,
I mean-
and like there are storylines that go through it, good, but
Yeah.
at least the first season was very like, well, you can watch this episode and then you can watch that episode and do, and it was fine.
Yep.
And I miss it.
It's that kind of like hybrid thing, right? It's not like strictly episodic like a sitcom,
Right.
but it's also not like a serial. It's not like The Wire.
Yeah. The
You know,
universe
where a
doesn't.
single episode by itself makes no sense.
No sense, right.
It's more like Deep Space Nine or something.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that
Very
sort of
much.
transitional phase.
Huh?
Yeah. Exactly.
That stone's
This
blue.
stone is blue. Hey, don't tell me this is the blue stone.
You lazy dingus.
What? Oh! Oh! Sculptor completely forgot. Sculptor already had it. Well, that's one down and 4 to go. Next, please, go find some windstones.
Okay. So all these stones are just around
They're just around.
the village.
Yep.
Just a regular old fetch quest.
Regular fetch quest. No enemies. No threats.
Right.
Just a fetch quest.
Regular fetch quests without all the things that make fetch quests annoying, like random encounters.
Yeah, I mean, there's riddles you have to solve. Like, what is a windstone? How are you going to find a windstone?
Fine with that.
Fine with it.
It's good.
It's lovely. The music is also nice. And then on these two screens, there is no music. There's just
ambient
birds.
noise. Yeah.
Just birds and frogs.
Windstones. They might be lying around here somewhere. It's always breezy here.
There's a stone over there.
This looks like one of them. There's a breeze coming from it, so I guess this is the windstone.
It's also self-conscious about what it's doing. That's the other thing, is that in the writing, like, everybody's aware that this is a dopey fetch quest. There's no illusions,
Yeah.
but they're not pretending that it's bigger than it is.
Yeah, I mean, the very first one is literally in the room, and the guy's like, "Oh, well, yeah, I'm dumb." I mean, he made the joke about himself that I about him.
Yes, exactly.
Is this it? Yes, that's the windstone. Okay, 3 more to go. Next, sculptor needs some life stones.
Now I'm happy with the voice. Now I'm listening to it and I'm like, yeah, this is the voice. It's all dialed in, you know?
Right.
I'm very happy with it.
If that's the voice you're going for Vivi, I think that's good.
I think it's
Because it would be
pretty
tempting to voice Vivi like what's his face from He-Man. You know what I'm talking about? The little floating wizard guy.
good. Yes. What I don't remember what his voice was like. Was he like woo 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 woo?
Yeah.
Just a lot of like whoops and
But you know, he's a little like wizard guy with like a robe and no face and a pointy hat. You know, it's very similar.
There's stones under the roof. It's like a lifestone.
They also in this they leverage these depth of field tricks. Where like certain objects in the foreground move quicker than the objects in the background, like real simple stuff that they used in like SNES games. I don't know, I feel like it's just simple and effective.
I bet, for example, that the frog in the foreground is drawing attention to the rock it's sitting on is probably the water stone.
Oh, I don't know, Chris. I think that might be a red herring.
Yes, that's the lifestone.
Actually,
If this were a King's Quest game, it would be a red herring, and then you would die.
Yeah, the frog would eat you. Turns out it's carnivorous.
Yes.
It's the Gitrog frog.
Yes, the get good monster.
Get good monster. Actually, I think that is a red herring. I think the water stone is elsewhere. Let's see.
Let's find out.
Or are we doing
Look around you.
Are we doing Shadowstone? I think we're doing Shadowstone.
Yeah.
I remember Shadowstone because I figured it out when I was a kid. And when you're proud of yourself for figuring something out, you remember it.
Oh. Right. Isn't there like a nexus of shadows somewhere?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Please.
Oh, yeah. Outside in the dome. I
Mhm.
remember this part. This is literally the only thing that I remember about this.
Right.
because I figured this one out too.
It's funny how that works.
Man, if you were to tell me or ask me if there's a Shadow Stone in Final Fantasy VIII, where would you find it? I'd say, oh, there's like a dome somewhere.
There's a dome and a
nexus of
shadow.
a bunch of the shadows of the dome.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, okay, well, what is it for? I'd be like, I don't know. What's in Shumi?
What?
Get out.
You want to use the drop point?
Oh man, look at this thing. It's oh god,
Sure.
Glenn.
Free straw.
Worth every gill.
Is it refilled
It's not
though?
refundable.
We don't know. You don't know how many you're gonna get.
Go right ahead.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, 5 more. Oh, baby. Come to Papa.
There it is, right there. I think.
There it is.
This. More stones. It's like the Shadow Stone.
You know, now that I think a little bit more about it, as the sun goes across the sky, those shadows move around.
Sure.
So, like, if you came back 15 minutes later, those might be in the light. But let's
But
not.
then the stone, like wherever the shadows are, then are where the shadow stones are.
I guess, right?
They're just, yeah.
I think they're
The
figurative.
shadow stones are, they're just stones, except in that moment, then they're shadow stones. You
Oh,
gotta keep them in your pocket.
Chris, that's like
Please exit through the door.
that's like deep, right? Because I'm like
Is
a
it?
person. I'm not a shadow person except when I am in the shadow,
Right.
right? So the rest of the time, it's okay that I am a light person.
Well, you know, personal identity is fluid, right?
Yeah, yeah. We're just chaotic. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That frog is taunting us.
I also like that. I mean, I think we mentioned this before. That rewards in this game for quests like this are usually,
Yes.
you usually don't get like a magic item. You get like,
It's going to need some.
I don't know, something that you have to use, something that's a little
Yeah.
bit more contextualized. You know, like
Yeah,
a little bit more natural. I kind of
Yes.
like that.
yep, totally.
We're running into that a bunch in the D&D game we're playing it Saturday nights. Saturday, we ran into a robot that my character, because my character is apparently, like my daughter playing D&D, is obsessed with making all the friends.
Oh,
So
you tried to make friends with the robot?
well, yeah, I'm trying to liberate the robot from his own programming.
Oh God, Chris.
Because he was programmed by the insane wizard that built the dungeon.
Yeah.
So if I can break his programming, like he expressed a want to go free and like
Good
just
idea.
explore, but he can't because he is a
Yeah,
lawful
take this
neutral
down.
automaton of
Yep.
like
Yep.
the elemental plane of
What's
order or
the use
whatever.
of
So he's axiomatic. Like he can't
Thanks.
physically do anything that he's not programmed to do.
Yeah.
So naturally, I'm going to try to break that program. but like it's a quest baked into the module, right? But
Yeah.
the reward is contextualized. It's not like, thank you for saving me, beep boop. Here's a magic dagger. It's like your reward for helping him is his help,
Yes. Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Like he's going to turn around and go, thank you. I will help you now. You know, it's
Yeah.
less transactional. You know, like,
It's so much better.
Is this it?
So the water stone was the artisan was using it to wash his dishes.
Congratulations. Your job is complete.
that's rad.
I go see the elder now?
I don't know, Chris. If you break a robot from its ties to the plane of order, doesn't it then start building ties to the plane of chaos? And then you've got a.
I hope so.
Then
My
you've got
character's chaotic good. That would be wonderful.
I don't know. I don't know if chaotic Bobot is what you're looking for.
My worry is that because he's axiomatic, he can't do anything unless he's programmed. So my plan is to erase the programming the evil wizard gave him and replace it with a program that will preclude all other
The elder will
programs.
now present you with a
A
gift.
program like you cannot be
Well,
programmed.
so gives me great pleasure.
You cannot be told what to do. Something like that. Make him essentially artificially give him free will.
I'm not sure that is the same as free will. I'm not sure that free will is what you experience as free will.
Well, he's a robot, so I'm gonna get as close as I can get to that.
What is it? What the? I don't see anything. Ah, isn't it amazing? When you hold something in his palm, you cannot even see it. Such is the power of a person who has attained eldership.
So,
What is the gift? What else? The honor of seeing his hand. His great hands have shoveled the earth. His great hands have created wonders. His great hands justify his eldership. We are proud to send you off with this gift. Do stop by again. Good day.
What? What?
please feel free to stop by anytime.
Please, leave at once. Hold on.
Oh,
I forgot to give you a souvenir. It's embarrassing to present you with this silly thing, but after what we've already given you. But here you are.
ooh,
It's a good
that's a
gift.
big deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks
My
like you
baby
got
is
something.
excited about that gift.
Yeah.
Weird. That hand thing.
It's okay. He's doing fine.
Maybe. I think it was true. He's kept his hands concealed since we met him. Judging from this place, they're pretty advanced, so they can't be stupid. They probably knew that silly hand thing wasn't going to impress us. They sincerely admire Laguna, so they wanted to treat us kindly, since we know him. Their kind gesture just came out weird, that's all. But at least they tried. I think overall it was a decent, heartfelt welcome.
Use the wrong there.
All that just to welcome us.
Mm.
Well, yeah, I guess it's alright. That's my Sir Laguna, my hero! The elder humbly concealed his hands. Norg, on the other hand, kept showing them off.
Yeah. So Norg really is just like a bastard. Like,
He's a bad elder.
They probably know.
Of course they do. There's a fierce shrewdness about their eyes, and an unimaginable destiny awaits them. There's no doubt that they know.
Then why did you bother with the charade? You should have just said, "Here, there's nothing."
I did not want to give them material things. I wanted to give them a moment of peace, a heartfelt welcome.
That sounds like an excuse.
I have an assignment for you.
Yes.
Assist the sculptor in the shop. You will not rest or sleep until the statue is complete.
What? Wait a minute. You misunderstood me, Melda. Please. Mercy. No.
Wrecked.
Yeah. That sounds like an excuse.
The
What was that?
Please make yourself at home. We are kindred spirits.
Oh. Ted, I don't want to make a statue.
So what he says is, I wanted to give them a moment of peace.
right.
And I just...
The attendant acknowledges that it really was a sham.
Yep.
But the elder's like, well, no. I mean,
Yeah.
I was trying to do something there.
But it's also like the game actually calls attention to its own pacing, right? He's trying to give Squall a moment of peace so that Squall can stop and reflect on some of the things that he's learned. But he's also saying, I want to give the player a moment of peace to like chill out for a second and just do a fetch quest. Because they've been doing super drama, heightened up to 11. And he just comes out and says it. I want to give them a moment of peace.
Whoa. Yeah, that's really good. Honestly, like the Phoenix Pinion is really, really good, and we'll get into that later, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That aside, the only way I would like the end of that quest better is if the game actually pulled the trigger on giving you nothing.
Nothing,
for that
right.
fetch
Right.
quest. It's
Right.
like, here you go. All right, get out.
So he's a big bad triple triad player. And at this point, I think he has a character card or a GF card. He does not.
That Red Titan, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That thing's pretty good. It's not a unique card, but it's pretty good.
Oh, I see what I'm about to do, and it's so dumb. I see what I think I know what I'm about to do. Glen, don't do it. Oh, good, I didn't do it. Okay, good. I think has he boxed me in here? No, he hasn't. 3, 7,
You can't let him put that thing in the corner.
You can't. Well, I can't let him put it in the middle because it'll plus with the top and bottom.
Well, he's still gonna.
So he actually locked me out. There was actually no.
Right.
There was nothing that
There's
I could
no
have
way
done.
to win there.
Yeah.
Right. Yikes. Yikes.
Yikes.
I feel like we've been talking about these vicious cascade combos for like 20 hours, and now we've seen 2 catastrophic ones in one episode.
Right in a row, yeah.
Like, this is it.
Well, I got to be honest with you. It doesn't stop now. That keeps happening from here to the end of the game.
So you could. Oh man. So he's not fielding. What did he just take from you?
Diablos.
Yeah. But he could take Ifrit here. So cool.
Yep, super cool. Super awesome cool.
You did just save your game though.
Yes, I did.
So could just count it as death. I died as I lived,
I don't.
playing
So
collectible card games.
I'm not morally above save scumming, but in this game it takes so long to load your game because I'm playing on the actual PS2.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean, so you're gonna draw with them.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do here except draw.
Down to
I'm also way over an hour. I try to keep these episodes to 1 hour, but... Here we go. Look, this one
guys,
is
this a
5.
bunch of crap we've never seen.
We haven't even seen these enemies yet. They're all boss cards. You can tell because of the gold border. Nope.
Yeah, I mean, he is kind of out muscling you too. Like,
Yeah.
he's not only a good player with the plus and same, but he's got good cards.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to just kind of push him around.
Yes, sir.
Yeesh. I think that should be
It's a draw. I think it's a draw no matter what I
Yeah.
do here.
because he's gonna take the middle.
Yeah.
Boy, it's rough. And with random, I mean, if not for random, I think you'd have a better chance of just
Oh
eating
yeah.
him up. But
Oh yeah. Totally.
you'd have to be really careful. But as long as you were careful,
Yeah. So this pause is me resetting the machine. And I think that's it. I think what I do is I load the game here and then just end the episode. So we're gonna go straight into our next episode after this here. Boy,
you died playing cards.
I died the way I lived, losing.
Yeah. Aren't we all, Glenn?
Oh,
Aren't we all?
yeah. Well, in 2021 we sure are.
To quote Officer Presbalewski in The Wire, it's not a matter of who wins and loses. It's about who loses more slowly.
Oh God, you're killing me. Why didn't I end the episode there? I was sure that I ended the episode there. That would have been the sane thing to do, but I think I was caught with some kind of a vengeance bug here.
jeez.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah. This is
Well,
real.
he's got a bunch of crap, though, this time. You might be able to beat him.
Yeah. I think I
Or,
don't beat him.
you'll just get a cascade.
I think I'm
lose footsteps
super
and,
tilted at this point. I think I'm just playing like out of reflex, which is not good.
What's really nasty is, as bad as some of these matches in this episode have been, they're not even as bad as they could be.
No.
Right? Because there's one more rule that can make things like turbo suck, and it's the difference, where like whoever wins
Yeah.
takes the difference in the score from their opponent.
Yeah.
So if you get cascaded there like 9-1, like you did there, you would have lost your whole hand.
Actually, there is one further than that, which is all. Trade rule all.
Oh God, yeah.
Where
it's
whoever
rough.
wins
Yeah.
just takes every other card. Yeah.
Yikes.
I think I fuck up right. I think I fuck up here, and
You know
that's
how they ban playing for Ante and Magic?
yeah.
Can you imagine, like, well, you lost your game. Give me your deck. Just give me the whole thing.
That's funny. So I lost Quistis. So I'm pretty sure what I do
this
here.
is surely a soft reboot. Yeah. This guy's
God.
really got your number, huh?
Yeah.
That's rough. This guy's.
He doesn't. The thing that got me is that he doesn't even have anything I want. Here we go.
Right.
So that's the end of the episode. I want to thank you all at home for watching. I want to thank Chris for being with me here. I want to thank Hoodsy the cow for joining us today. And we'll see you all next time on Ramp and Splash, commentating Final Fantasy VIII.